Now it's time to actually get inside our carburetor, and we got 3 screws that we're going to need to remove. And always remember, you're going to want a cup to put everything in so that you don't lose anything. If you lose something, you're going to run into a lot of problems, so make sure you have a cup on you. Alright, now there's going to be 3 screws we're going to remove. We're going to remove, hang on a second, let me get you a good view here. We're going to remove this screw, and this screw. And we're going to use the same method as I showed you before with tapping the back, because when you tap the back, I honestly tell you this, I have stripped lots of these screws, but if you tap the back, it will save you so much time, hassle. Just alright, now that we've gotten those screws out, you're going to take your case and you're just going to, it's going to just lift off like that. Now, be very careful and make sure all your little bits and pieces stay together, like this particular fun thing that does not enjoy. Now, this is the first check you're going to do. You're just going to make sure that some gasoline's coming out of here, and it will just squirt across. Make sure you keep it away from your eyes. That's good. That's past our check. Now you're going to need a flathead screwdriver for this particular part of it. And you're going to need a really small head. You see, let me show you. This is going to be the type of head you're going to want, like this, very, very small. Let me go ahead and switch that out. Now, we got 2 jets here. We've got, excuse me, we've got 2 jets here. We've got, our first jet would be our acceleration, our second jet, which would, you know, be used when you're pulling back on it and you're flying. That's the jet that's going to be used that. Now, idle jet, this is your idle jet, and this is probably what's causing you your problems, and this one gets clogged very easily. Now, with all Chinese-made scooters, you're going to always want to use a high octane fuel. So, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the jets and check them for grime, because that's generally where we're going to run into all our problems. And let's just pull off this one first and take a look. Pretty dirty, actually, surprisingly. And I don't think you'll be able to see anything out of here, but what the hell, I'll give you guys a shot at it. That's the jet that you use for just basic riding, and let's go ahead and check the idle jet. Now, you want to be able to see through it, and that's the important part. If you can't see through it, then then the gasoline has a really hard time making it through. I think I can already tell with this idle jet that it's pretty dirty. So, you know, these were just simple things that you do for your scooter that are going to make it run just a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, and this idle jet is definitely clogged. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a solution overnight, and you just go to AutoZone, and it's like it's a parts cleaning solution, and you just put it in that. Alright, just to edit what I just said, it's called Carburetor and Parts Cleaner. Now, what we're going to do is put back in our jets. Now, the top one right here is going to be, this particular one is going to be the small jet, and that is our that's the second stage jet, which is going to, as I said earlier, is just going to help us, is what we use when we're gunning on the scooter and just moving. And here's our idle jet. We're going to go ahead and take the long one and put it back in that hole. And then you just give it a quick little tighten. You don't want this thing to be too tight, because then you're going to run into some issues that you don't want. You can strip these. You know, these are, if you strip the jets, you're done. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to put your case back together. You're going to hold it in both hands like this, just like you're going to clap, like you're going to make a nice loud clap. It snaps back together, and you just put back in the screws.